Next up, I hope everybody paid their rent this month, because the landlord is here. Give it up for Fikey. We're right here in the hometown of the Zulu Nation. Give it up for Young Prince. Next up, the flavor and the flame, Makasa Fire! Whoop it, whoop it. And your 2024 defending champion for Rebel Shayi Imoto, give it up for Boxy. Representing Pretoria West, give it up for the one and only Zico.
Wow.
Hope those are our top 8.
Listen, now that we know exactly who our top 8 is, I of course just want to know who's going to be judging them.
So, the most important judge,
Yeah.
we're going to leave that for last.
Okay.
So up, right up on the big stage, give it up for our 4 judges on the property. We got Imalume Jeff James, the legend. We got young Yassine Damon, all the way from Cape Town. The legend himself, Sean February. And my boy Lance Brophy. But there's one more judge.
Okay, who's the last judge?
Ladies and gentlemen, have you got your bracelets on tonight? Give me a color, raise them up high. Give me a color, raise them up high.
Do you have a blue? Do you have a
Raise
red?
them up
What
high.
color's your wristband?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an interactive experience. You are our 5th and important judge. Give yourselves a round of applause.
You. Give it up one more time for 8 drivers.
So,
Wow. Okay.
we
So-
got to break it down. We got to bring some education, some information to the people up in the stand, especially for the people that are experiencing spinning for the very first time, whether they physically with us or digitally across the world. So we're gonna bring up some digital movements for you, and we're gonna go through the 5 criteria.
I'm so excited because now we know who our 8 drivers are. Now we know who our judges are. But we need to know exactly what are our judges looking for. What is the criteria for this year's Red Bull Shayi Imoto?
This is more than just motorsport. This is performance, precision, personality. Every run is a show. Every driver, a performer. And this pitch is the canvas.
Suicide slide. Yeah, smoking it up.
No 2 runs are ever the same. And this year, how we judge them has changed. Every driver is scored across 5 key criteria. Let's break it down. First, variety. Variety is what makes it unforgettable. Surprise us. Remix the classics. Keep it fresh all the way from the start to the finish. Mixing them stunts. Blend technique with instinct. Repetition just plays it safe. This sport rewards risk, rhythm, and reinvention. Then precision. This is where things get serious. Centimeters from obstacles, millimeters from disaster. Pulling stunts in the tightest of spaces. A touch, not an aggressive hit, that's control. Clean lines and 0 mistakes. It's like dancing with danger and not missing a single gear. Next up, execution. Drivers can do anything, anywhere, in any order. But it's also how you put it all together. Use the full course. Flow from one zone to the next.
Oh my goodness me, into the tight section it goes.
Keep the rhythm tight, the tempo up. Gear shift, speed and smoke. Every detail adds up. And then style. This is your personal fingerprint, your signature. It's not just the way you spin, it's the way you arrive. The way you hold the angle, the confidence, the attitude. It's in the stunts you choose to perform, the noise, the flair, the presence. Everything speaks. The crowd vote. Who made you jump out of your seat? At the end of every heat, the crowd will choose a favorite, red or blue. Whichever color lights up the crowd claims the first of the 5 criteria.
You can clearly see the color that's most favorite here.
From the street to the spotlight, this is the very best of spinning. This is Red Bull Shayi Imoto.
That was absolutely amazing, Vic. So excited. Now we know exactly what our judges are looking for. And I hope the crowd here is ready to pick the color that they need to make that important vote, right?
Yo, KZN, are you ready?
That's more like it.
We got you.
So, Vic, we know the criteria, we know what the judges are looking for, but let's talk about the arena. It's the very first time Red Bull Shayi Moto is here in Durban, in KZN. What are they doing different?
So, as per usual, we got some obstacles, we got some power slides, but let's start off with the general stuff. That big round section up there, we call that the power slide.
Okay.
So, for you to get that right, though, it looks kind of easy, but it ain't, because you got to commit to the power slide in this area,
Sure.
and the foot is going to be flat on that throttle. They swing past maximum angle, closest to the wall as possible. Then the brand new 2 obstacles that we got here. We got 2 BMWs, of course, because, it had to be done. We're here to create obstacles for the spinners to come up with their own creative routines. This can be used as a figure of 8, which is the most basic move. And we got maybe a slide to side and maybe a rollback. The cone, so romancing the drum, is the basic of spinning, is a single 360 donut.
I absolutely love it.
Then
We've got
we
one
get
more.
to the challenging one.
Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the most difficult obstacle in this pitch. We call it the make-out corner. The object is for the spinner to roll himself inside, throw a donut or 2, and come out without crashing. Absolutely no boundaries.
You know what? Let's take a look at exactly what we can expect tonight. What's on the pitch?
This is the official start line for Red Bull Shayi Moto.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is where all the anxiety, the nerves, the mental preparation pays off.
And it's all about the obstacles from here. So, Vic, go check them out.
This is the play area where it's a little bit tighter, a little bit more cautious. Why? Because there's perimeters and obstacles in play. One of the obstacles is the kitchen.
Here you want to get that back tire as far onto this red line as physically possible. It's all about precision when it comes to the kitchen.
Now this is where the precision driving skills of every single spinner come into play. They got to get either their left or their right front wheel on the rear paint as close to the drum while romancing it.
Yep, and you want to get, I'm talking centimeters, millimeters, close to the drum with the front of your vehicle.
And now don't forget, when you exit, you got to get your line just right because the spaces are super tight.
Also within the play D area is this freestyle space. You have to have the precision. You have to have the execution because this is small.
Which gives the spinner a little bit of variety because any spinner can throw stunts in the big open spaces. However, if you bring your skill set to this tight, confined boundary and you're pulling them stunts, you're scoring them baby points with the judges. Like every other single pitch in South Africa and the neighboring countries, we've got some soft barriers and some solid concrete barriers that weigh 5 tons, ladies and gentlemen, 4 meters in dimension. And if you hit this thing with your 162 kilowatt E30, it could mean the absolutely end of your point scoring run. Now this is the make-out corner, the most challenging and the most difficult obstacle in the whole entire pitch. For you to get this obstacle or movement right, you've got to get the rear of the E30 box right up against the wall. As you can see, the tires are literally millimeters away from the wall.
And it's all about that entry point. If you do not get the entry point correct, you are not completing this obstacle. Now on the opposite side of the pitch is a brand new obstacle.
We got two BMWs that the spinners now can get creative with. They can do a side to side, they can do a 90-degree bread and butter, they can do a rollback, or they could finish off in a stylish move.
All I'm hearing is variety, and to add to it, a little bit of style, because you can also use it for stunting. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen here.
Now, when we get to the power slide, it's all about commitment. The spinners need to have that throttle pedal to the floor, because if you don't get your speed right, your line right, which leads to your style, you're never going to get that power slide done.
And then we move to this open area. This is where it's all about that style, that flair, that uniqueness.
Now, if you're coming through to Rebel Shayi Imoto and you are in the top 8, you know you got to have your stunts on lock. And this is where we get to play.
Now we've given you all the ingredients. It's time for the spinners to get cooking.
I absolutely love the fact that there are two actual cars on this incredible spin pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ernest Page, and I'm joined by...
Yes, my name is Kurt Ganger. You just saw me on your screen. They're giving you a little bit of an explanation of what is happening on the pitch tonight, and it is going to be an absolutely exciting competition as we get ready to crown the champion of the 2025 Red Bull Shayi Moto.
Oh, what an event this is lining up to be, ladies and gentlemen. Stunts like you've never seen before. Driving like you've never seen before. And if this is your first time joining us, welcome to the quarterfinal.
Yes, we had 16 spinners that went through the qualifier stages in order to get here, and we are now ready to see the top 8 make it through to those final stages.
Yes, so it's almost time. The drivers are starting their engine, and as you can see on your screen there, those are your two quarterfinalists. Panjaro on the left of your screen with the BMW 325 M20, and on the right, 2x Spicy 2JZ. Ladies and gentlemen, Heat 1 starts now.
Yes, it is Muffy King versus Cape Town. Who is going to take it? Of course, Panjaro has a big history within spinning.
I'm
And let's take a
Panjaro.
look.
I'm from Muffy King Northwest, and this is my second Red Bull Shayi Moto. I keep spinning because I love the sport. My brother is Austin Kruger, and he influenced me to get into the spinning. That's why I'm by Red Bull Shayi Moto today, because of my brother. To win it, you're gonna need stunts, smoke, precision. That's what it takes. My style is, it's one of one. I'm gonna do a stunt that's by the pool. That's never been done before. I'm gonna make history. To the other drivers, I'm waiting for you. You'll know what Kasson will make.
I tell you what, Panjaro is looking good. He is looking very, very good in practice. But I do think he's got his time against the clock. He's got his time against the competition. And here comes Panjaro now. Ladies and gentlemen, what can we expect from one of South Africa's most talented spinners?
Now, of course, he comes from a family of spinners. You'll recognize that car because that car was in last year's Shayi Moto competition, and it was driven by his brother, Austin Kruger. And Panjaro obviously going straight into that play D area, starting off with the target slide, and then moving on to that brand new obstacle we've introduced this year, the two BMWs on the pitch.
As I said, I love the fact that there are two actual BMWs side to side. Look at that! Look at that! That was insane! I did not expect to get blown away so early on in that stunt. And Panjaro putting it all on the line, even his stuntman, who is obviously part of the show.
Having a great time out on the pitch tonight. When we're looking at criteria, remember the judges are going to be looking for that precision, that variety, that execution. Panjaro getting into the makeup corner and executing that obstacle perfect.
That is so difficult. I was talking to one of the judges about that earlier, on how to do that. Is he using the left foot on the brake? Is he using the clutch? What is he doing? But some of these drivers, and Panjaro is one of them, has been proven to be excellent on something like this, especially the target slide we're seeing right now.
Looking at it, of course, you see those three colors on the ground, that yellow line, the blue line, and the red line. You want to keep your front tire within that red line for as long as possible, getting as close to that drum as Panjaro pulls it in to a rollback within the kitchen area in play D.
He has been leveling up as the practices have been excelling past, and now as he excels through that power slide over there, Panjaro has taken it to a whole new level. incredible. Some of the stunts we haven't seen all weekend in practice. And now all of a sudden, Banjaro's doing all the crazy stuff. What's he going to do next? Ladies and gentlemen, getting the crowd going. Banjaro doing what he does best.
41 seconds left on the clock. This is where the judges want to see that style. It's how you show up. It's how you put your fingerprint on this run as Banjaro gets out of the rear window.
He did say he's got some special tricks up his sleeve. The guys have been keeping it really close to their chest, those cards, about what exactly they're going to do. And as the thermal camera comes into view now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest technology when it comes to showing you what South African spinning is all about.
Yeah, that sunroof is not so that you can bask in the glory of the South African sun. That sunroof is